Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on our YouTube account and we only have a few days left, guys. Temporal Rift is going to be done 4 days, 23 hours, so roughly 5 days before the grand hunt is complete. Like I said before, guys, save all of your resources till we have this period. We only have 3 days left and the Continuum Stalker is completely gone. You can see, guys, we've raised our damage up to 164 billion damage. So I'm going to run through the guide that was up from AFK Inside, showing you the teams that I've kind of been running. I did a lot of different attempts in here, guys, to get to the maximized damage. Big reason in here, of course, you might not have all of the heroes built. This was my best attempt, guys. Running Kren in here did almost 42 billion damage in here. This second team, really struggling with. I tried the Gwen comp that they have in there. Didn't put out that much damage. I don't have the Awakened version of Taylene, which I feel would be absolutely phenomenal in here. Big thing is I had to run the regular Taylene, which means I didn't have the damage that the Awakened Taylene brings, which would amplify the damage in here because this team is pretty tough because of the shielding aspect they do get. In the third team, of course, running, guys, and I really do have to build them out. If we continue with this, Gorvo down here, the Ninja Turtle, almost 40 billion damage in there. We had 23 billion from Athalia. And look at Honesta, guys. Look at the healing. Absolutely incredible in there. Doing a ton of damage. Then, of course, Drez, guys. Drez is another hero. Absolutely have to build out. His furniture is super expensive or super important if you're looking for the damage. He needs to put up big numbers in this. Allowing him to maximize the damage and stay alive during this formation. So, all right, guys, so again, my best attempt is 164 billion. Let me know in the comments what your best attempt is. We're going to check out the guide from AFK Inside. Hopefully you can score a little bit higher. Before changing up some formations, doing this a couple times, my highest attempt was 142 billion. So I went ahead, took it to 164 billion. Also within the Temporal Beacon, changed up a couple in here. Actually went with Badge Addiction, Energy Transfer, Subjugation to 1, Dimensional Force and Unseen Power again to 1 is where I held them. And then Support, Ranger, Tank. Not sure if this is ideal, guys. According to the guide, this is the ideal formation. This is the set that we should be using. So again, that helped me get roughly an extra, what, over 20 billion damage. So I mean, that's about 20 billion even. By changing it up a little bit. So I hope the guide does help you, and let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys, so here is the Grand Hunt Round 3. Remember, we have 3 days left of this. AFK Inside comes out with some absolutely amazing looking guides. We're going to run through this again without having some of the key heroes within this formation. Really a struggle. But looking here, guys, we have Mishka and we have Queen. 2 heroes you should actually absolutely have built out. We have Mortis, doesn't have to be super built out. Kren as the primary damage dealer within these formations, guys. We've talked about this a lot. When you look at Kren, he has to have stats. That means signature item, that means engraving. That also does mean that 9 of 9 or higher furniture. To really maximize the damage, guys, he is the damage dealer within formations. Even when it comes to the Mauler Tower, he is the damage dealer in those team comps. Then, of course, Silas down here as a buffer and a healer within there, allowing Kren to maximize his damage. Looking at Team 2, we have Scrag in here. We have a Star and Raku, both of them, and Gwen for that instance. High damage dealers within these formations. The better and the higher that you build them out, the better they're going to perform. A Star does a ton of damage. Raku does a ton of damage. Gwen, we don't really see that much within formations. Used sometimes in the Lightbearer Tower. But Raku and a Star are absolutely heroes you're going to build out. Then if you do have the Awakened version of Taylene, guys, absolutely building her out. The Awakened heroes do require a significant investment to be super effective within formations. Now looking at our third team over here, we have Gorvo, we have Lucretia. Lucretia should be absolutely built out. Merlin, of course, having that 9 of 9 furniture. Same goes for Rowan, definitely building them out. And then Rose is following Gorvo over here. Big thing in my formation, I don't have Gorvo built out pretty hard. I do not have the plus 30 signature item. I do not have the furniture or the engraving for Gorvo to really maximize his damage within these formations. And again, short of the Wilder Tower, Gorvo is only used in the Wilder Tower. And Oku replaced a lot of the places he was, or Mishka replaced a lot of places that Gorvo was. So it's super interesting to try to build out one hero for a specific battle, which in this case would be Gorvo. Again, Lucretia, you should already have built out. Now looking at the team down here, guys, we have Anasta in here. We have Halos. Halos is a hero that is showing up everywhere, guys. We've seen this before. He is a hero that is absolutely game-changing for a lot of formations. Does require a very significant build. We have the original Aziz in here. Athalia is the damage dealer in this formation. And then Rain, and you can see Rain actually following Athalia in here. And then, of course, Anasa is in there as the debuffer within there, but also the buffer with the Brawler's protection can keep your team pretty safe. We have mitigation in here from Aziz. Overall, guys, a pretty solid team. Now, the final boss comp, of course, relies on Drez. Drez is a hero, again, a lot of players do not have built out. Short of possibly the Mauler Tower, he's not really used anywhere else. Abyssal Expedition, he does incredibly well, which is the reason we do have to build him out a little bit higher. Grez, you should have built the twins, absolutely. Hodgkin, now he is a tank, kind of a retaliation tank, but overall, guys, his buffs that he provides are incredible. Not really the tanking aspect of him, but the crowd control and the buffs are the aspects we use. Then, of course, we have Damon, guys. He is still showing up and making himself known within a lot of different formations, which is very cool. That is the reason we continue to build him out, is there is a lot of campaign stages. There's a lot of Cursed Realm comps that he is still being utilized. And you can see alternate badges over here. Not 100% sure why we would alt from the best in slot badges, but it does provide the list right there. Then, of course, the Temporal Beacon. Maxing supporters tenacity, which is what I did. Minimize tank, and then I maximize ranger. So I followed this to a T. Maximize the energy transfer, which again is optimal. I did 1 in subjugation, badge addiction. I maxed 1 in unforeseen power, 1 in dimensional power as well. Again, that optimal build, giving me maxed support tenacity, supporters tenacity, and the rangers, followed by the minimum when it came to the tank, giving us almost 20 billion additional damage in there. Now, there are a couple tips right here on the bottom, guys. In order to gain more damage, you can reset the branches of the Elder Tree. You can actually stack them into these 3 branches to maximize your damage. Additionally, you can rise the Warrior Beacon to level 1. The Warriors, I think there's 1 or 2. A lot of players, maybe there's not any warriors in here. Queen's in here. Yep, Queen is a warrior. So getting the beacon even just up to level 1 can make a difference because they are going to have a little bit of stats in there. I know a lot of players additionally were running a couple different heroes, including Saurus in here. When you look at the highest best in slot comps, it is not the same as what we're seeing here. Because remember, guys, when it comes to the temporal beacons, a lot of this game mode goes to the whales. It automatically will go to the whales, just for the simple fact that if you're making purchases in AFK Arena, they are incentivizing the purchases within here with giving you more of the beacon fuel, allowing you to get much higher within the beacons themselves, again, by getting purchases within AFK Arena, which we can go ahead and check out exactly what that looks like. Within the game itself, guys, the little bit that I've spent temporal feedback, this is actually reset a significant amount of times with these continuum points. It stinks because, again, it's very heavy for the pay-to-win aspect. So if you're buying things in here, you'll actually get a lot more of this essence as you're going through and making purchases, which, again, when it comes to the beacon, guys, this is really the driving factor of how well you're going to perform within there. Even if you don't have the absolute best heroes within there, driving the temporal beacons through the purchasing can make a big difference in here, because essentially I'm going to have an incredible amount of this contortium fuel or contortium juice to supercharge these beacons, guys, allowing us to really maximize the damage we have within those formations. So, all right, so that'll do it for today's video, guys. I hope the guide does help you out. If it does, let me know in the comments that it is helping you out, guys. I always love covering the guides. Temporal Beacon, of course, the Contorting Stalker, guys, we only have 3 days left, so make sure you're getting your damage in now. Now is the time. You're not going to get that many additional beacon levels within the next couple days. You could if you're really pushing, but ultimately, guys, this is where I'm going to stay at, which I am more than happy with the rewards that we're actually pulling out of here. If I get some Stargazer cards, get some engraving mats, I'm super excited. That is really all that I look for what we're putting in here cash-wise in the AFK arena. So again, guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.